Hey guys, how's it going? Heidi back again with dirt on my arm. Should probably wash that off. Alright, so last video I made was a month ago. I was in a nasty thunderstorm, and before that I made a video about my plan to lose weight and to get back into shape because I was worried about my blood pressure, which was 141 over 92 or something like that. Anyhow, so just a short recap of what I planned on doing to remedy my high blood pressure situation, which I will make a point here that I have never had high blood pressure ever in my entire life, and I'm almost 60 years old. So this is my first time getting a not good reading, and it was very startling. My dad died of a massive heart attack at my age, almost my exact age. So yeah, things like that I think will inspire a person to take action. So I've been vigorously working out for the past month. I changed my diet about 7 weeks ago, pretty dramatically. Cut out all the sweets and all the snacks, all the bad stuff. I'm on a strict diet. All I'm doing is intermittent fasting with protein bars and just like one lean meal a day. Some days I don't even eat a meal. I just do the protein bars. So it's kind of like I'm saying intermittent fasting, just supplementing with protein bars. So I've been doing a lot of vigorous exercising. I have a treadmill that goes up to 4 miles per hour. I said before that it goes up to 3.5, but it's actually 4. I keep that in the truck here. Hang on a second. Over here at the terminal at work, getting some tires on my trailer. I have a treadmill right here in between the seats in the truck. Yeah. The treadmill. I've also been doing weight-bearing exercises. I got some dumbbells that I've been using. 10-pounders. Doing arm exercises. I'm doing sit-ups. The way I'm doing the sit-ups, hang on a minute. Back here in the bunk, where the dog is napping, I went ahead and bought a ratchet strap. And I just wrapped it around the frame that's underneath the bed and made it nice and tight. That way I can stick my feet underneath here, and it makes it easy to stick my feet underneath that blue strap, and then I can do sit-ups very well. Other things I'm doing in here, like I said, using the treadmill, doing sit-ups, using the dumbbells for my arms. Recently, a friend of mine has a really close friend who owns a gym, and I went over and consulted with her, and she showed me a series of really excellent exercises that I can do out here on the road without using any equipment for the most part. So I'm also doing those exercises now, which is like similar to sit-ups, or not sit-ups, excuse me, push-ups. So to do the push-ups, I'm basically leaning my body against the deer guard on the front of this truck. There's this nice thick bar out there, and it's just about, I'd say, waist height. So I grab onto the bar, and then I'm standing quite a ways back from the bar, and then I'm keeping my body rigid like a plank, and then I'm going down like this and up. So it's kind of a form of like push-ups for women that aren't quite as strenuous as like the traditional push-ups that men do. So I'm doing those. She also showed me some other exercises I can do as far as working on my core, because I told her that's my main focus. My main focus is my pecs and my abs. That's where most of my weight is. Real quick, I'll show you guys what I'm dealing with now. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so as I'm sitting here in my Star Wars t-shirt, if you take a look, you can see my shirt is very loose. This was not the case a month ago. My shirt was tight. My pants are very loose. Hang on a sec. My pants are loose. My shirt is loose. If I prop up my feet up here, you can see like my clothes have gotten very baggy. I'm actually wearing bras again. My breast size has gone down substantially. It got to a point with the weight that I had on. Let me get this right. I was, 40 pounds overweight. So it was so uncomfortable that I just stopped wearing bras. I just couldn't take it. Well, I'm actually able to wear bras again, so that's nice. What else? What else can I tell you? So yeah, so far I've lost 11 pounds. The last time I was on a scale, which was a few days ago, I'm at 11 pounds of lost weight. I'm hoping in the next couple weeks that I can knock out another 10 pounds. And that'll get me down to, let me think here for a minute. That'll get me down to where I'll be about 15 to 20 pounds away from my ideal weight. So I lose another 10 pounds and I'll have another 15 pounds to go. So I'm a third of the way there right now, a little over a third of the way there, using this exercise routine and this diet routine. What else can I tell you guys? I'm very happy. Like I said, my bust size went down by 4 inches and 1 cup. 1 cup, 4 inches is substantial. What else went down? My pants size went down 2 sizes already. What else? Oh, yeah. So, having that extra weight on was making it very difficult to get in and out of this truck. So, every time I get out of the truck, I got to step out onto this step down here, which is that's a good 15-inch drop. And I got to reach onto these handles and lower my body weight down. And then when I climb in, same thing. I have to grab hold of these handles and pull my body weight up. And you got 2 steps, but from the top, the floor of the truck, all the way down to there, that's over 4 feet. So climbing up basically a steep ladder that's over 4 feet tall when you're 40 pounds overweight is terrible. I mean, it's hard to lift that kind of weight when you're weak, because you got muscle atrophy from sitting on your butt all day driving. Muscle atrophy in my arms, my extremities, my arms, my legs, my core. Plus I had all that extra weight on. And it was really getting to where it was hard to pull my weight up and down. It was having severe pain in my knees. My back hurt every day. What is the result now after me vigorously working out for 1 month, losing 11 pounds, and dramatically changing my diet about 6 weeks ago? What is the result? Well, I can tell you the result is my knee pain is way down. It's barely noticeable. My back pain is almost completely gone. Like 100%. And I think a lot of this has to do with the sugar. I was super addicted to sugar. Like just eating Reese cups every day, chocolate chip cookies, muffins, chips. It's really bad. So now that I've gotten rid of all that junk in my diet, and I've gotten to a point now, I've been off the junk for about 6-7 weeks. I'm not really craving that stuff. Like, the fact that I feel so much better. Matter of fact, I work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day as far as like driving. Sometimes I work more than that. I'll work upwards of like 14, 15 hours a day where I'm not necessarily driving the whole time, but I'm working. I might be at a customer somewhere sitting around waiting. But these long days, sometimes I would get sleepy and I'd be like, oh, I gotta stop and get coffee or call a friend and talk to a friend. I'm not even getting sleepy now because I've gotten the sugar out of my diet. And I'm getting rid of a lot of this weight, and I'm getting my cardiovascular back into shape and getting my muscles much stronger. I'm not as tired. I'm not really getting sleepy. What else is a benefit I can share with you? Yeah, and so being able to feel better, the fact that I'm stronger, like my arms, check this out. Let's see if I can, my muscles and my arms are getting really large because basically what I do, let me show you what I do. So as I'm driving, let's say I have an 8-hour day or a 9-hour day, I'm driving. Yeah. I'll have one hand on the wheel and then I'll just go ahead and, hang on a second. One hand on the wheel and I'll grab a dumbbell and I'll just start, I'm driving, I'm watching the road. I'm not looking, and then I'm just doing the dumbbell. I'll do like 12 reps, each side. Then I'll put my hand on the wheel and do the other side, the left side, and I'll do 12 reps. And I'm not stupid about it. If I'm in the middle of a busy town, like say Indianapolis or Minneapolis, I'm not doing that. So if I'm out in the middle of nowhere and there's no one around and there's a big space around me, like the nearest car is like up 2 miles in front of me, I'll keep my eyes on the road, grab the bar, and just work it. I do that every hour. So I do, 12 reps every hour, all day long. I just keep doing it. Another thing I've been doing is with my legs, I'll be driving and I'll just like do this, just kind of like bicycle thing with my legs. I'll do 50 of those at a time. That's given me a lot more strength in my legs. a lot more strength in my arms. So because I'm driving all day, I can't work out on the treadmill and do the other exercises. So while I'm driving and I'm in remote locations where it's not a bunch of traffic, it's not bad weather or anything, and I can keep my eyes on the road and just do these exercises while I'm looking out the window and driving, and it's not taking my attention away from driving. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, and what I'm finding is my legs have gotten really strong. My arms have gotten really strong. And I'm finding that it's much easier to lift things. It's much easier to do my job. So what I was trying to say a little while ago is that all these benefits that I'm now enjoying, feeling better, not being sleepy, not being tired, being much stronger, having less pain in my body, all of that is worth it to me. If I have to give up chocolate for a period of time, completely, and give up chocolate chip cookies, it's totally worth it to have all these health benefits. Now, eventually, in another couple months or so, once I get to where I want to be at my ideal weight, and I really get toned up and I'm feeling really confident about, the strength in my extremities and my core and everything. Once I reach that point, then I'm going to reintroduce moderate sweets, so healthier stuff like the dark chocolate, stuff like that. I really don't see me going back to consuming these really inexpensive, high carb candy bars and cookies and stuff like that. I think I just need to change my attitude towards whatever it is I'm snacking on, and in the future, once I'm at the weight I want and I'm in good shape again, then I'll just snack on fruit, maybe an occasional chocolate chip cookie, maybe an occasional dark chocolate bar, that kind of thing. But I really want to just let go of that bad habit that I had, that bad addiction I had to sweets for good, because at my age, I can't afford to be out of shape. I can't afford to be overweight. I definitely can't afford to have high blood pressure, because that's a killer. So that's all I got, guys, for right now. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I don't have any updates on my van build. I haven't been working on it because it's too hot out over here in Ohio. I'm not in Ohio right now. I'm in Minnesota, but back home where I live in Ohio, it's been in the 90s mostly all summer long. It's really high humidity, and I don't want to work in that. I don't want to go out and work on the van in that. It's just, I get heat stress really easily. Hang on a second. See my cute little pets. Hey, buddy. Arthur. He always likes to hang out on top of these cabinets. And, of course, Phoebe down here. And then we have Vincent. Vincent! Hey, beautiful boy. They're all doing really well. And I'm doing well. And everything's looking up. So, I'm really happy that I'm having some success. It's taking a little longer this time around. The last time that I gained weight as a long-haul truck driver was a few years ago. I was much younger, and it was easier to lose the weight without having to do all this strenuous exercise. Matter of fact, the last time, let's see, when was the last time? 13 years ago, I was a long-haul truck driver. I started gaining a bunch of weight. I gained an extra 25 pounds. And I didn't even really have to hardly work out to lose it. I was just doing like sit-ups, I think, and some walking. And I did the intermittent fasting, and the weight came off really quickly. This time around, it's a little slower, but it is coming off, so that's good. That's all I got, guys. Good luck out there. Hope you're enjoying your travels, and hope everything's going good for you this summer. Talk to you later. Bye.